Oh, and I need to look at comments too. So we will definitely get to your comments, but this is the phone number. There is no address. The address just says Dugmore Bay, Donbeg, CO Clare, Ireland. But so I looked at the phone number and it does have the 53. It does have May 3rd and May 5th in the phone number. So that's all. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything's going to happen. If we go to clicking, we can go to clicking. So Trump International Golf Links and Hotel, Dunburg, Ireland. So this is where he's going to stay. There's no real numbers that are going to help us out, and this is another look at it. And sure looks like a beautiful place. And down there again is your phone number. It's got the 53 and then a 55. There's a separation, but these numbers would all dial consecutively. So you do have a 5-3 and then a 5-5 consecutive. So that's pretty much it. I should go back and watch iPet Goat and see if there's anything in there that would make us think Scotland or Ireland. But you know, this is what I wanted to show you. So there's this we remember in Connor McLeod, or the movie The Highlander, when he started walking around, there's blood all over him. And he's walking around with his arms on this gigantic pole like he's on a cross. You see his arms like in the... I mean, what in tarnation is that? So it's... Are they telling us he's crucified there? He's killed. He's shot. Right in the right eye. Or is it going to be a literal sword? Somebody going to come up and stab him? Or run him through with a sword? Literally. I would think sword is a metaphor for weapon. But based off iPet Goat, this is a serious, very serious time for us. And I say us, I mean sheep. I don't mean any of you con men or bots or AI that view Mystery Babylonians, fake out artists. I'm talking about real sheep. And I don't know how many are subscribed to this channel. I would think it'd be a narrow way on this channel, just like it is on the earth. What do we, how many subscriptions? Like 500 or something? Like how many sheep, really? Let's be honest. We'll let the Lord judge that. But you get the idea. But based off iPet Goat and now the Highlander and the Wednesday TV series, which featured Pilgrim World and the Mayflower, when she says Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead, when she looks right at a pilgrim with a or a ship over the pilgrim's shoulder, which would be the Mayflower. I mean, this stuff's gigantic, but then maybe nothing happens. This might all be about the election. And right after or right before the election, he gets popped and sends the country into civil war and sends the world, the earth, into World War III immediately. It could all be drawn out all the way to that. Or it could be Wednesday. Sure could. Or maybe it takes place on the 5th. I don't know. But it sure shows him rising up through a full moon when he rises up out of the abyss. And we suspect that would be on the 3rd day. Based off the Dark Knight Rises, came out 2 days on the 3rd day after the Dark Knight. 7/18 to 7/20, 2008 and 2012, both on leap years. The election year is a leap year. We'll be looking at a midpoint. Donnie Darko was released in 2001 on January 19th at Sundance, and the big release was October 26th. Do you know there's a midpoint day in there? The midpoint is June 8th. That's the midpoint between both release dates. I happened to graduate on that day. But it was also the release date of Ghostbusters, June 8th. Anywho, let's get over to comments. Always love reading the comments. I commented from my Bible study channel. Appreciate you and so many others for sharing knowledge with us. Thank you. And absolutely thanks for being here, Brittany. Just glad you're here. Christian had a very, very, very lengthy one. And he did say that the Prince Charles thing was on the 5th by accident, or on the 5th by accident. It's on the 6th, the King Charles being coronated on May 5th, he said, but he was just off a day. It's May 6th. The coronation is May 6th. I set the DVR up to record it. It's a very lengthy one, so I won't read it. But Christian, always appreciate you. Love your comments. So everybody, make sure you go read Christian's very lengthy, very detailed comment. I love the whole chess thing with the C7. I think, and we've agreed on it before with other people, that it could have definitely multiple layered meanings, as in a chess move, but also it could mean loose change. It could mean 123, the L and the C. So this is on the quickening and Fifth Third Bank lights out, where Christian had that comment. But I don't have time to read it to y'all. It's very lengthy. But love Christian's comments. Good to hear from him. Josh Adair said, well, if it's going to happen, it'll be over. Well, if it's going to happen on the date we suspect, is what he's saying, it'll be over in Ireland, because Trump is going to be in Scotland today. And on May 30th, he's going to Ireland for his golf course. From what I gathered, he's leaving on the 3rd to land in Ireland, and then he's going to be in Scotland. Now, I could be wrong on that, but I looked up websites. I may have misread them. I may have mislooked at them. But it would be very fitting if he's supposed to be in Scotland on the 5th, and he goes down in Ireland, though, beforehand. So you would see what they did on the Rising Day would have been the itinerary of him being in Scotland. So from what I understand, and I could definitely be wrong, he is to take off on his trip on Wednesday and land in Ireland on Wednesday, and then is scheduled to pop over to Scotland. Well, Christian said it right here. I remember reading it in his too. Did you know Trump will be in Scotland on May 6th playing golf? May 6th, the day after the coronation. Well, it's actually the day of the coronation. Same day as the opening of the Triple Crown. And in that long playlist I did for y'all, 55 video playlist, what I thought it was at 5. It's now at 56 video playlist. So on this 56 video playlist, Flower Full Moon 53 event, 53 for May 3rd. That's good. That's good. There's so many nuggets in there, man. Nuggets. My goodness. So anyway, where did Christian's comments go? I bet I lost them because I highlighted. Yeah, it's gone. But he said Trump's supposed to be in Scotland on May 6th. So it's very interesting. And all the connections that we made concerning the song View to a Kill and the release date of that song and how it numerically was a killer match with and what was the theme and the entire backdrop of View to a Kill? It was all about horse racing. So this is y'all, this is a there's so many predictive programmings that connect to this weekend, but none bigger than I Pet Goat. And there really isn't anything bigger than I Pet Goat. So, but I will claim, now I'm not dogmatic about it, but it's definitely a theory that I go by and live by, is that fallen angels can see the future. They're not in the dimension of time and space. So they're the time travelers. When they call Trump a time traveler, yes, he will be a time traveler because Satan will be indwelt in him, who can see the past, the present, and the future. So they had been knowing what we were going to do. So everything that we're doing and all the clues that we're looking at are breadcrumbs that laid out to trick us. So if he doesn't go down this weekend, or I mean this Wednesday, Friday, whatever, this flower full moon time frame, then I Pet Goat again has to come down to the blue moon, or it's really a null and void piece of work. I'll still be looking at the October 28th full moon, but you know, it's got the rabbit, it's got the 13 moons there because Lily represents a full moon, because she has the flower full moon sitting in her hand as she is the new moon, like we went over in yesterday's video. So it's really now or never for I Pet Goat, in my opinion. It makes I Pet Goat a lie, which, okay, then you have to acquiesce back to maybe Donnie Darko, which was about a leap year or election year. Same with the Dark Knight Rises. They were leap year, election year releases. Which means, really, if it doesn't go down this weekend, you almost, other than a blue moon or October 28th for me, but, and there's a lot of little things, like I just said, the June 8th midpoint of Donnie Darko's 2 release dates. There's all kind of little things that we'll always look at, because what else do we have to do? But as you can tell, I don't do a lot of videos anymore. The Lord's just watered down my heart concerning all of this. I've lost that love and feeling for just, you know, but, you know, if this time passes and something else is, you know, I jump at, then I'll jump at it. But I guess I'll start trying to correlate a lot of things to the blue moon and October 28th and just see what bounces off of it. But it'll be few and far between with the videos. And a lot of it has to do with, I just don't know who my audience is overall. And I have to feel some fellowship. I have to feel some connection. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's where we're at. It's almost basically the flower full moon. Or let's start looking at in and or around the election next year, which means the eclipse means basically nothing next year. Now, it could go down in October 28th, Gateway Arch. And we have 5-6 months of, what is it? What would that be? All of November, December, January, February, March. You'd have 5 months to kill 2 billion people. Extremely doable through the winter, especially. Love you. I think this will be the last video on all this flower full moon. Now it's just going to be wait and see.